Okay, hi Jeric. We're here to discuss the reprocessing standards, AS 5369-2023 and NZS 8134-2021. And this is part of your course that you're doing. So let's go first to AS 5369-2023 standards. Can you please explain to me the scope of this standard?
These standards, an Australian standard called AS 5369-2023 offers recommendations for the reprocessing of reusable medical devices, RMDs, in both non-healthcare and healthcare contexts. Cleaning and disinfection, sterilization, and storage procedures are all included in the standard scope to guarantee that this equipment may be used again without running the danger of infection. Included in these are protocols of handling, transporting, and maintaining reprocessing equipment, preventing infections linked to healthcare, and ensuring a uniform strategy for devices reprocessing across industries are its two main objectives. It includes all people involved in reprocessing and management reprocessing that can include mortuaries and veterinary services.
Can you explain to me the compliance requirements of these standards, please?
These compliance standards with AS 5369-2023 is not legally mandatory. Adherence is strongly recommended, especially for the healthcare organization. Organizations must comply with recognized best practice, includes those outlined in AS 5369-2023. Non-compliance may result in poor infection control and risk to a patient's safety, which can lead to accreditation issues. This is not legally standard, but for the best practice, it is required to be applied under the Health and Disability Act.
Can you please outline who the standard applies to, this standard?
This applies to a non-healthcare establishment, such as labs that employ reusable medical equipment, as well as healthcare providers, such as clinics, hospitals, and dentistry offices. It also applies companies with make sterilization supplies and medical gadgets, although it targets organizations that deal with medical devices. Facilities do not reprocess medical instruments or non-medical organizations are not included. Also, potentially contaminated with transmissible spongiform encephalopathies, TSE, in short, CJD. By ensuring that individuals engaged in device reprocessing adhere to strengthen infection control protocols, it contributes to preservation of high public health and safety standards.
Okay. Now let's go to the second standard, which is NZS 8134-2021. So can you please explain the scope of this standard?
The scope standard of NZS 8134-2021 guarantee a provision of safe, high-quality care. Health and Disability Services Organization must adhere to New Zealand standard NZS 8134-2021. The standard scope encompasses important domains such as clinical services, workforce management, leadership, governance, and person-centered care, risk management, cultural competence, and quality assurance. It is intended to help companies set as efficient procedures to satisfy people requirements while upholding strict safety and regulations. This is applicable to any health and disability services with care subject to Health and Disability Services Safety Act 2001. This standard is to be interpreted in a manner that is reflective of Titiriti o Waitangi obligations and people's rights and service obligations under the Code of Health and Disability Services Consumers' Rights.
And what about explain to me the compliance requirements of this standard?
This standards compliance, many health and disability organizations are legally obligated to adhere to NZS 8134-2021 standards to ensure safety and quality of the services provided in a sector as mandated by the Health and Disability Services Safety Act 2001 regulations. For accreditation's purposes of obligation, government funding, and endorsement, NCS 8134 has section we considered as a compliance in implementing standards, and these are our rights, workforce and structure. Example is in section 2, quality management, that refers to effective governance, pathway of well-being, person-centered and safe environment, infection prevention, and antimicrobial stewardship, which can be found in clause 529 and 523.
Okay. Lastly, can you please outline who this standard applies to?
This applies to healthcare and disability service providers like hospitals and assisted living facilities must adhere to the regulation outlined in NZS 8134/2021. They are subject to the Health and Disability Services State Act 2001, such as medical, chiropractor, dental, physiotherapy, mental health services, rehabilitation of surgical services. However, these standards do not apply to healthcare professions such as a doctor or nurse unless they work for an entity that meets with the compliance.
Very good, Tarek. Okay, now that's all. That's all for now. Thank